Welcome to Free Range. Gail of Gaia has a long chat with Jim Fetzer about false flag events and other things, as always. The full video is already up on gailofgaia.com. We would prefer to upload the full video to this platform, but they will not allow certain words to be spoken here. Please keep in mind that it is your donations that keep Free Range going. Here is a short clip where Jim and Gail discuss the recent event in Boulder, Colorado.
Now, Gail, let's turn to Boulder, okay? What we had there, and it's utterly fascinating, was an apparent citizen journalist who began filming. He was taking a cell phone video of what was going on. And when he came up to the grocery store, he was in a state of urgency. He looked outside and he saw two bodies. There was one right at the wheelchair ramp. There was another out in the street, neither of which displayed any blood. He turned to a guy who was casually standing in the doorway, the entrance of the grocery store, who was texting. And he said, "Are there any more bodies? Is the gunman still here?" And he just put his thumb to say, inside. So the guy stepped in and there's another body. And he's, of course, shocked. And then he hears two shots in the grocery store, two shots. Now, Gail, this is supposed to have been with an AR-15, which is a high-velocity, small-caliber .223, over 3,000 foot per second. It makes a distinctive sound. These were not the sounds of an AR-15. They sounded like blanks, but from a handgun, without any question. This guy just continued to text. So our citizen journalist is the only guy who's showing any urgency. He rushes out. He shouts out to others, active shooter, stay away." He walks all the way around the building and he finds two elderly citizens with a grocery cart who are just talking. I mean, there's nothing unusual. He comes back. In the video, you see the SWAT team there with a car. They seem to be there too early, but this may be an element of editing because it turns out he actually took like 3 hours. And what we see and what I broadcast has been like 20 minutes. But the point is, the SWAT team is just real casual, like they're having a social event. They're not showing any urgency. And would you believe they show more concern with getting him out of the area than they do for the active shooter? And I have no doubt the explanation is because there wasn't an active shooter. It was all just a staged event where the grocery store was the set. But where this guy, because he's filming it all, is blowing their cover. So they're much more concerned about him than they are with the active shooter. Now, I've got a guy who's an expert in law enforcement. Okay, many years. We've done many programs together. And there is no actual police officer who corresponds to the description they've got of the guy who's supposed to have been shot and killed in Boulder. Nobody. So, Gail, it's more fraud and fakery, and the Democrats are doing this again and again. And I tell you, it's going to happen on the order of more than one a week. We may even get down to 2 or 3 a day. 2 or 3 a week. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Democrats went for 1 a day. Just understand it's bullshit. Don't let yourself be played. And that's why I want everyone to go and take advantage of all my work on how to spot a false flag. If you want to get deeper into it, I have also brought together experts to produce books about these events on Sandy Hook, on the Boston bombing, on Orlando and Dallas, on Charlottesville, on Parkland, even on the moon landing. Gail, go to moonrockbooks.com and you'll find those 6 books I just enumerated have all been banned by Amazon.com. I'm telling you, this has got to be the indoor record. The only other case I've heard of anything close is Dr. Seuss. Can you believe, Gail, that they would ban 6 Dr. Seuss books? Well, those are little cartoon things because they didn't like the way the Asian girl was drawn, which is ridiculous. Mine are serious scholarly books where I bring together multiple experts to dissect what happened on each of these occasions. And believe me, it was all bullshit.
And on that note, I'd like to say that the disarmers are here. They appear to be in charge. Whatever you do, don't give up your arms. Know that 11 million German citizens were killed after their arms were removed. Their firearms. That 60 million white Christians and in the Soviet gulags, among others, were killed. 60 million. They staged these massacres, and it's Americans got to wake up. They got to see it. They got to believe it. They don't realize that some of these things were false flags, and they play on people's emotions, big time. And
absolutely, Gail. And look, I mean, I'm really tickled to be doing these shows with you because you're very thoughtful and you care about America and informing our fellow citizens, in which case I am a resource at your disposal. And I'm so glad we have these opportunities to get together for these conversations on a regular basis.
Thank you so much, Jim. We will keep doing it, every other week. How's that sound?
Excellent, Gail. I'm delighted.
I appreciate it very much. I love it that you do this deep research, and we can bring this information out to the people. Please feel free to
You
share the recording in any way that you can. I'm shadow banned and in Facebook jail again. So they do everything they can.
Well, they're being merciless about it. And, it's outrageous because they got special exemptions because they were serving the public, but they're no longer serving the public. They're promoting a political agenda. And I believe that will change, and the sooner the better.
In keeping with the long-standing tradition of bringing you the very best in information, entertainment, and health-related products, Free Range with Gail of Gaia is pleased to bring you the gold standard in CBD products and resources. Free Range has partnered with CBD Sedona, a full-service CBD resource for the best products and information available. Just visit cbd.gailofgaia.com. That's cbd.gailofgaia.com to learn how to support your health, wellness, complexion, and also support Free Range. CBD is no joke. It's a powerful addition to your wellness routine when accompanied by a consultation with a real CBD professional. Sure, you can find CBD at a smoke shop, hardware, or a grocery store, but can you get the valuable information on CBD use or the quality you can get from people where CBD is all they do? Probably not. Visit cbd.gailofgaia.com. That's cbd.gailofgaia.com today to learn more.